those cameras that's sitting in that huddle who they was working for?
Listen.
The NBA.
So you know who Michael was speaking to when he said that, right? that was planned. That was speaking to the camera, but that was building his own documentary because he knew he was controlling the cameras.
See? Who is going to win the 2021 NBA Finals? Is it going to be the Suns, the Bucks, the Hawks? Well, we're going to get into that today, and I have another banger of a video for you. But it's coming from a subscriber's Decodes. Yes, we have another subscriber decode video for you guys, and it's coming from yours truly, Perk Nowinski. Shout out Perk for the content that he's given me. I'm just going to be reading off our email exchange that we've had in the past week or so. He had some really good stuff that we're just going to get into, and I'm going to elaborate on as we go along. But guys, stay tuned and watch the full video because, man, I have some big updates that, I want you guys to know about. So, what's up, everybody? Art Turner, D.A.T.A Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. Man, we're just going to get right into it. Like I said, Perk Nowinski, he gave us some content to go over through our email exchanges. I asked him, hey, can I, talk about what we've talked about in our emails? And he said, hey, go ahead, use it how you want to. So I'm just going to read off, and I'm going to interject where I need to for some more commentary. So, first, Art, we haven't spoken in a minute. I wanted to catch up with you. These playoffs have been really intriguing to watch. Many in the Gematria community just started the playoffs believing the Lakers would three-peat. We pretty much all did. I thought that as well, just for the LeBron James, King James storyline. But that's still, possible with, 66 chapters in the King James Bible and LeBron going 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals. Nick Wright from Fox Sports likes to say it best. It's better not to go to the finals than to lose in the finals. That's just the age we are in for the NBA now. So LeBron, his legacy is still intact. He can still get that 6 for 6. He could, get that back-to-back the next 2 years or even later down the road if he wants to continue to play. I think he's going to play until Bronny gets into the league. We'll see. Quickly learned Lakers paid homage to Kobe's 2006 loss in the postseason against the Suns, the number 2 seed, to the Lakers' number 7 seed. Devin Booker had all the numbers we mentioned in another conversation we had earlier. Yes, he had a lot of Kobe numbers when they were facing the Lakers at halftime in that elimination game. I think he had like 14 points at halftime versus the Lakers, or LeBron had 14 points. Oh, wait, yeah, Lakers had a lot of 14s and equal 14 in full reduction. And that was prevalent in Game 6. Yes, N does equal 14 in full reduction. I'm just going to show y'all. And you see 14, but we're going to talk about 13 as well. Keep going. We're going to keep going though. Lakers had a 14-point first quarter, and LeBron had 14 in the first half in Game 6. Yeah, that's what we talked about. Okay, moving forward. I remember mentioning to you, I believe this season, if the Lakers won, it would still be influenced by Kobe, at least for this season. I thought Lakers versus 76ers. Well, it's still heavily influenced by Kobe, just not in the result of a LA title this season. Trae Young and Devin Booker are very significant in this playoffs. The night after Kobe was tragically killed, people don't want to know that, Devin Booker and Trae Young combined for 81 points and both took 24 shots. Also, that game, Trae wore number 8 and for the first 24 seconds of the game in honor of Kobe, while Devin Booker already wears number 1, 8-1. On record, Trae Young was Gigi's favorite player. Also on record, Devin Booker was Kobe's favorite player. I know there's guys like Jason Tatum, Kyrie, who Kobe also loved, but Devin Booker was the guy, and that's true. That's true. Devin Booker is Kobe Bryant's carbon copy, like how Kobe Bryant was MJ's carbon copy. That was the carbon copy, right? The carbon copies. Yes, that's facts. That is facts. And that's how they played it up when Devin Booker came out, too. Giannis, after winning his first MVP, was challenged by Kobe on Twitter to win a championship. After already being challenged before to win MVP, he did that now twice. Now he has a chance to do that while beating Kobe and Gigi's two favorite players. First, against Trae Young in the Eastern Conference Finals, and possibly very likely Devin Booker in the NBA Finals. Did you notice in the second round Hawks vs 76ers, the two cities the Boule was started in, and now they both work full-time out of Philly to ATL. The Boule is the I would say the elite society for African American people and professions, like higher elite society. So it's like, their version almost of Freemasonry in a way. So like all the major players in it, So those Rock Nation brunches where all the top hip hop stars, entertainers, athletes go to, Jay-Z's Rock Nation brunch. That's essentially like a boule gathering, simply put. So, and yes, they're both in Philly and Atlanta now. Kobe Bryant from Pennsylvania, Game 7, was on Father's Day. Joe Jellybean Bryant and Kobe Bean Boule, Joe Jellybean Bryant and Kobe Bean Bryant Boule membership. Yes, that's true. They're both Boule. After Lakers won the title on Father's Day, October 11, 2020. Father-Daughter Day falls on whichever date is the second Sunday in October. This is the 2021 championship. Kobe equals 2021 in reverse full reduction. Yes. Let's just put it in. Make sure. Yeah. It does equal 21, and we are in 2021. That's facts. Let's keep going. Next year is the 76th NBA season. Sets up for the grandest show in NBA history. Kevin Durant, number 7, and LeBron James. Yes, and it goes back to the Nephilim in the King James Bible. I don't think Kevin Durant ever gets another ring. Just in my honest opinion. Why? Because in the King James Version Bible, the Nephilim are only mentioned twice. He already has 2 rings with the Warriors. The fallen angels, they also were called the fallen warriors, the Nephilim, different translations. I don't think Kevin Durant ever gets another ring. I think he's done. But I still do think, LeBron gets 2 more. I think that's how the storyline is because that's how it's always been for the NBA. And when we talk about Scottie Pippen later in the video, I'm going to show you why. Because he says it. Flat out he says it. Moving on. Last thing, I have a theory about LeBron's winning championship ending his script. If he wins next year, 2022, that's another 6, 2, 2, 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. And in 2023, giving him 6 rings in that season, he'll likely pass Kareem in points while tying Kareem and MJ in titles, 6 all in 1 year, solidifying a 3-headed GOAT ritual. Most people across all ages 18 to 80 with reasonable non-objective knowledge has MJ and Kareem 1 and 2 all time. MJ 6, Kareem 6, LBJ 6 rings. All 3 of them will be argued the 3-headed GOATs for years. Now recently Polo G, Lil Durk, Lil Baby recently made a song called 3-Headed GOATs, and we know entertainment, music, and sports are connected. King Von album LeBron James was connected to LeBron's and the Lakers winning that title last year. And later Von's sacrifice. That's facts. Which was also sacrificed for Little Durk. Just food for thought. If you want to make a video out of this, please do. Well, I'm making a video out of it now. And so I'm going to just go into my exchange with him a little bit, and we're going to keep going. I say, what's up, Perk? How have you been? The NBA playoffs have been upside down. Who would have thought the Hawks and Suns would be making this much noise? Thank you for the notes. I'll compile them and prepare a video for it soon. It's funny you say 3 GOATs because the penny stock LTNC we're in, I cover is supposed to have 3 sports GOATs to endorse the water. Excellent work, and everything is depth connected. So yeah, you see the 3 GOATs, not only in sports, not only in like a music song, but also in LTNC with the three-headed goats. Everything is connected, y'all. It's the Matrix we're talking about here, right? Then he goes back. He said, "I've been great. Hope you've been doing the same. That's going to be a great video." Bucks finally get their title. Because I asked him, who do you think is going to win? Bucks finally get their title maybe after 50 whole years. Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won on ESPN The Jump right before Game 6 or 7 of the Nets vs. Bucks series. I can't remember. He talked about this current Bucks team had no chance to win a title, especially if they can't beat KD, he said. Then they beat KD right after that. Predictive programming, even in his doubtful words. It's on YouTube. So I say, so wait, who do you have winning now? The Bucks? The only reason I see the Suns possibly is retribution to the old Suns teams in that they are the Coronas and balled out in the bubble last year. That's what it's shaping up to be, for real, for real. He goes on to say, the Coronas is a great mention. I actually have the Bucks for the storyline purposes. Bucks equals 56. Phoenix Suns equals 56. Obviously, we know the CV illness equals 56. Chris caught the CV illness before the Western Conference Finals, and his birthday is 5/6, May 6, 56. I do ultimately believe it's either Suns or Bucks, but again, the overall storyline purposes, Giannis winning his first title in the East makes tons of sense. He's also having a redemption-type storyline this year after being embarrassed by Miami in the bubble. They got redemption round 1 against them. They fought their demons and finally got past the second round. NBA loves a little redemption story. ESPN, Ellen Duncan, just put a video out on YouTube a few days ago documenting how the Suns versus Lakers in the 2006 series helped the Suns eventually win 2 more titles. The Lakers win 2 more titles. And that's exactly what is about to happen. More predictive programming. Mind you, Kobe famously quit on his team Game 7, and LeBron did the same in Game 6 the year before. Well, in Game 6 this year, he said, yeah, that's true. I was watching that, and he was like, he just kind of gave up. LeBron does give up. That's why I wouldn't have if it was for a game of my life, I'm taking Michael Jordan all day. If it was a game for my life, Michael Jordan's my partner. Facts. We're winning. Dude wouldn't jog back down the court on defense in the 4th. It's all paying homage. This is the video how Kobe's 2006 game winner versus the Suns put LA on the path to 2 more titles. That's on ESPN. You can look that up if you want to. Awesome breakdown, bro. I was going to try and squeeze this in the Tiger Woods video I just did. Go check that out if you haven't. I'm doing today just discussing Tiger documentary and its occult symbols. But I'll save these notes for next week's video. Before we go any further, I just want to plug my Patreon page real quick. I have a banger sports documentary coming up next week, actually. July 11th, I'm dropping my occult Masonic baseball documentary on my Patreon. It's a banger. We're going to get into Babe Ruth. We're going to get into Jackie Robinson, Branch Rickey, the color barrier. We're going to get into how baseball is a game of ascension. And that's the secret ritual behind it. It's like a really good one. You guys already saw my Michael Jordan documentary with the Game 6 last shot versus the Utah Jazz. That was really entertaining. Also informational, very educational as well, but very entertaining. Now, this baseball and occult one, it's entertaining as well, but it's dense, like with so much information, so much to pick. I'm very excited about this one. If this was a book, if this documentary is a book, it's still about 30 minutes long. But if this was a book, it's like a short, like a small word, 300 small word, 300 page to 400 page book. Like it's so dense with so much knowledge and so much things that people can pick off of and rewatch. So if you love my sports documentaries and you love my decodes on the sports side of things and history side of things of sports, go to that Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Man, that's just a coffee a month at Starbucks if you want to go there. You guys also know I do Gematria stocks as well. I try to make money as well, and I've been pretty successful in the Gematria stock realm and picking long-term investments in good companies. I'm out of really the trading aspect of the stock market and the cryptocurrency market. That's not where my strengths lie. My strengths lie is pinpointing companies that will last long term, that are undervalued, that you can build wealth long term. For my community, I'm not trying to get rich quick for my community. I want my community to have long term wealth, generational wealth, and you gotta find these long-term companies that are undervalued, that you know they're going to stand the test of time in the matrix, and that's what we're doing. So when I do stock videos, you're going to get early access to my Gematria investment notes before the video release. It's downloadable, so you can learn yourself and follow along with my videos when I do it. But that's not all. I already have hundreds of Gematria connections that you can already go back and download, and for the investments we're already in. So, like, there's so much knowledge in there, and it's only $5 a month for that support. But say, hey, you like both my sports documentaries and my Gematria stocks? For only $8.63 per month, you can get both. That's a $1.37 discount. You know how I like 137, the 33rd Prime, but you get both. And hey, that's the Dream Schemers Ultimate Woke Pack. You know, if you really want to support D.A.T.A Productions Media at a good discount, but also get knowledge to make money and to get woke in the sports world and the scripted behind that, you know where to go. But, you know, I just wanted to go over my Patreon right quick. If you want to go in the description below or in the pinned comment, you can do that. But now let's get back to the email. So Perk goes on to say, man, I forgot one last thing. Devin Booker's broken nose was the same ritual performed on Alex Smith's broken leg. Yes, that's true. Joe Theismann and Steve Nash. That's true. That's true. That's true. I have a video on Alex Smith and Joe Theismann's leg injury too. Go back into my catalog and you'll see I have a video on that. And there's 322 on that. You know, we know about that number. The Phoenix Suns owner, wife, wore Steve Nash's broken nose on her shirt, and this happened 3 minutes with 22 seconds left in the quarter. Premeditated. Yes, because it's a big ritual. We know this. We know this. We know this. Because it's a big ritual. And if you haven't seen it, go see Devin Booker's broken nose. Then I say, yeah, that's wild. I saw that on Zach's stream last night. The rituals are crazy deep and intertwined. Good looking out for these extra pieces. All right. And before we get into the Scottie Pippen tidbit, I just want to go over some of the Suns decodes, right? So the Suns did beat the Clippers in Game 6 in the Western Conference Finals, and this was the score, 130 to 103. So my friend, shout out Jay, my friend, he said, hey, this was the score. Obviously, we know 0 is just a value placeholder, so it was like 13-13. And he was like, 13-13, that's Christ energy. And I'm like, wow, okay, you're right. And I said, let me take it a step further. 13-13. Well, if you add 13 and 13 together, you get 26. Look, God equals 26, but also in the English ordinal, but also the Suns equals 26 in reverse reduction. 26 is important, right? 13, 13. 13 plus 13 is 26. And so this is why, even though Perk thinks the Bucks are going to win, and it does make a lot of sense as a redemption for the Bucks and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar storyline, I'm not sure. It could be the Suns as well. Could be the Suns, and this is why I think it could be the Suns. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win, but I'm just playing both sides to it, right? So first, we talked about the 56ers already, with the Bucks equaling the 56, Phoenix Suns equaling 56. But also look how I talked about the Coronas, because Sun equals Corona. They're the Coronas. They were the bubble team. They're in the CV illness era. The Suns / Coronas equals 56 and reduction as well. So I think they have a shot. I think they really have a shot of winning. Also, we have Coronas. We equals 31, which is the mirror of 13, right? And then we have Kobe Redemption. We equal 73. Kobe Redemption equals 73. Why is 73 important? Suns equals 73, as you see, with the Kobe Redemption. So it's very possible that the Suns could win this year. And then Perk hits me up. He's like, oh my gosh, Scottie Pippen just basically said the NBA is scripted. And then I say, yo, great find. Scottie is hot that the NBA didn't script any good storylines for him. Add on to the fact that MJ made Pippen look like a wimp in The Last Dance on top of Future dating his wife, Larissa. Scottie is down bad. I love the stuff you're sending me, and I'm taking D.A.T.A Productions on the road tomorrow for a few days, but I won't be in my office. Is it okay if I just read these off as an email? Yep, so that's what I did. I was on the road. I got some great interviews with some NFL players. I was at this athlete investing event, and I got some great footage for that I'm gonna show you guys later. But yeah, I did like a athletic investing event. Devin Funches was there, and a couple other NFL players. So stay tuned for the extra updates. And he just says, for sure, my guy, do as you may. I'm glad to hear what you have, and I'm gonna hold it down for you. Safe travels. So let's just finish up this video with the Scottie Pippen, pretty much saying that The Last Dance was scripted back in 1996. So 1998. First of all, we go any further, they're like, oh, Scottie Pippen said Phil Jackson was racist. That's like that's all propaganda, dude. Who cares? This is what we really need to care about, the scripted nature of the NBA. It's Hollywood.
So you know who Michael was speaking to when he was a long time. Do you know all those cameras that's sitting in that huddle who they was working for?
Listen.
The NBA.
So you know who Michael was speaking to when he said that, right? that was planned. That was speaking to the camera. That wasn't speaking out of what we're going to have to do, what the play is going to be. That was speaking to the camera.
See?
Had John Stockton not came down, trust me. But that was building his own documentary because he knew he was controlling the cameras.
See? That's important.
Yeah.
Okay. So all those cameras that was working were working basically for Michael Jordan.
See? Told you guys.
Not for the Chicago Bulls.
Go to my
They were
Patreon,
building
bro.
The Come Fly With Me, the Air Jordan videos. That's what it was. That was not naturally spoken.
Okay.
That was rehearsed.
Okay. Did you guys...
Go to my Patreon if you want to see that last shot as a Chicago Bull. Go to my Patreon, bro, because we were already breaking this down. Scottie is telling the truth. I get it. Scottie's mad because they didn't give him any good storylines, and when Michael Jordan left, they didn't give him the last shot for the games. They gave it to Tony Kukoc. I get it. But, dog, it's all scripted, bro. I get it. So that's the video I have for you guys today. Who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals? Perk says the Bucks. You know what? I'm going to say the Suns just to be that guy. Say the Suns. There's a lot of connections. We went over it. But we'll see. We'll see. And we'll probably discuss it a little bit. But, hey, if you want to support the channel, you could go to my email list so I can get you on my email subscriber list. I have my Patreon. I have just a lot of links in below. And I'm going to keep grinding for you guys. No LTNC video tomorrow. No stock video tomorrow. It's 4th of July. You guys go out, have fun, stay off the laptop as much. But that's all I have. Art Turner, D.A.T.A Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations. And I'll see you guys very soon.